What the fuck? Okay, that I was just practicing and the video just automatically started. Whatever. Okay. You guys are finally getting it. The solo, and it's pretty fucking accurate too. But I'm just gonna play it right now. Okay, that last part, I know that wasn't actually part of the studio version, but Slash has done that live. Well, not the whole thing, like around here, like that whole fuck. I don't think he's done that before, but still, I mean, like, in my opinion, it's such a nice part, and I think it's so sad that it wasn't in the actual studio recording. But he's done it multiple times live, so I feel like I'm just gonna include it. I'm gonna fucking teach it to you guys. Like, if you don't care about learning that part, then I'll tell you when you can just fucking turn off the video or whatever the fuck. But still, it's like I'm gonna teach it because it's a really nice and pretty part in my opinion. Anyways, also there is a part in the solo where he switches from up to treble, but to be honest, I don't know how the fuck he does that. There's a bunch of solos where he switches it mid solo. I'm like, how the fuck do you do that so fast? I mean, I know he's been playing forever, but still, damn. I'll tell you, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it fast enough and like still have it sound good. But anyways, so yeah, we're gonna start off on the 11th fret of the G string. So, and we're just gonna bend up, release. We're gonna bend up and release twice. So, like that. So, and then after we do that twice, we're gonna hit 9 on G, back to 11 on the G. So, like that. We'll play at normal speed and then really slow. But then we're gonna slow. Oh yeah, something to note is that, like, when I go like this, see how I'm letting that 11th fret on the G ring out? Like, you're not actually supposed to do it. You're supposed to see how I stopped it instantly. I just raised my finger after hitting it. So yeah, you're supposed to kind of stop it like just like that. But anyways, so after we hit it, the 11 on the G, we're gonna hit 11 on the G again and bend up like that. So, and we're not gonna really release. We're just gonna let go, I guess, and hit 9 on the G. So like this. But we're gonna go. So I'll play at normal speed and then slow. And then we're gonna hit 11 on the fuck. We're gonna hit 11 on the D. So, and then normal speed. And then after that, we're gonna slide in. And like, I guess you can slide from wherever you want, but I think a good start to slide would be from the 9th fret of the D string. So just slide to 11. So 9 on the D, slide to 11 on the D, and then you're gonna hit 9 on the 9 on the A. So you're gonna slide 9 on the A to 11 on the A. So, and then you're gonna hit 9 on the D, hammer on to 11 on the D. So just like that. After you finish hammering on to 11 on the D, you're going to hit 9 on the G, then hit 11 on the D. Like, just like that. But from the beginning of this, we got, so from the very beginning we have prep. So anyways, after that we're gonna do another bend on the 11th fret of the G. It's gonna be a big one. We're gonna release, so, and we're gonna pull off to 9 on the G. So, but when we pull off to 9 on the G, we're gonna actually pick it. So so that's the beginning of this little section we got. And then we're going to do a bend on the 11 on the G again. And we're going to release halfway and do it again. Crap. So we're going to go. Let me start from the beginning. Okay, so when we go, after we do that, we're going to bend. We're going to release a bit and then bend upwards again and release. And when we release, we're going to hit the 11 on the G. So slowly from the beginning of that section, we got. Don't forget to add vibrato, obviously. Anyways. So yeah, from the beginning, slowly we got. And then after that, we're going to go like this. Which is just, we're going to hit 8 on the G string. We're going to bend it up twice. When we bend it the first time, we're going to release, but really fast so that we can do a second bend. So, and then when we release the second bend, we're just going to pick 8 on the G. So, and then we're going to hit 9 on the D and 9 on the A. Like that. So I hit 9 on the D with my middle finger, my ring finger, and 9 on the A with my middle finger. Like that. So from the beginning we got. And then we're going to go. And let's just, after we go, we're going to hit 9 on the on the D and slide to 11. So, and then hit 9 on the G. And we're going to bend up 3 times. And release. So, and when we release, we're going to hit 9 on the G. So from the beginning of that section we got. And then after that, we're going to use our pinky to hit 12 on the B string. And we're going to bend upwards, release, and hit 12 again. So, and then after you hit 12 on the B, we're going to hit 11 on the G and bend up and release, and hit 9 on the G. So from the beginning of this section we got. And then we're going to do the same thing with the same bend on the 12th fret of the B, but the only difference is that we're going to use our pinky to kind of bend upwards a little bit before we pick it. And then once it's a little bent, we're going to pick it to kind of release it like that. So instead of going, we're going to go. And when we release, we're going to hit 12. So like this. just like that. And then we're going to do the same bend on the 11th of the G to 9 on the G. So from the beginning we have and then we're going to go like, which is pretty easy. We're going to have 11 on the high E string, bend upwards. Then when we release, we're going to hit 11 on the high E. And then we're going to hit 12 on the B, then 11 on the G. So and then we're going to go, which is just a bend on the 8th fret of the G, then 8 on the G, and then 9 on the D and A, like that. So now you just learned this whole section. I'm going to play it really slow and then really fast. And then on normal speed. It's not the fastest part, but whatever. Anyways, after that, so that whole time you're going to have this up, but after you go, that's when you would want to flip this down. And if you can do that before you start the next section, then fucking congratulations. But I cannot, which is AIDS, but I guess practice, you know. Anyways, so after we go, like, we're gonna kind of do the same thing except up here. Also, there's a few different licks there, but anyways, so yeah, we're gonna start by bending on the 14th fret of the high E string. Bend up and release twice, and then we're gonna release and like hit 12 on the high E string. So crap, and then back to 14 on the high E string. So from the beginning we got we're not supposed to let that 14 ring out though. So we're supposed to go like that. And then we're gonna bend upwards on the 14. And then when we bend up, just let go and hit 12 again on the high string. So like that. And then you're gonna hit 14 on the B. So from the beginning we have and then we're going to do this. It's a little simple, but kind of complicated. It took me a while to get used to it, but not too long because I literally learned this yesterday. Anyways, so we're going to go like... So after we go... After we hit that 14 on the B, we're going to hit 12 on the B, and then 13 on the G. And then we're going to hit 14 on the B twice. So... And then after you hit 14 on the B twice, you're gonna hit 12 on the G, 12 on the B, back to 13 on the G again. You're gonna just do it again. So, but then this time you're gonna hit 12 on the high E twice. So from the beginning we have, and then you're gonna hit 14 on the B to 12 on the B, back to 14. So from the beginning we have. Let me do it from the beginning with the bends. So after we go 14 to 12 on the B, we're going to actually hit 14 twice again. like that. So from the beginning, just follow along. And then after we hit that twice, we're going to hit 12 on the B, back to 13 on the G. And then that's going to be the end of that little section. So I'm going to play it really like normal now. I kind of fucked up. Anyways, whatever. And then we're going to do the same bend pattern. So, but instead of hitting, we're not going to just end on that 14 on the B. We're going to go like this, which is pretty simple. So when we go, after we hit that 12 on the high E, we're going to hit 14 on the B, bend up. And then we're just going to hit 12. We're not going to release like that. We're just going to go up and then let go and then hit 11 on the B. 11 on the high E. So, and then hit 14 on the high E. So, and then we're going to hit 14 on the B and bend upwards again. But this time release. So from the beginning we have so we have when we do that release, we're going to hit 12 on the B to 13 on the G, back to 12 on the G. Back to 12 on the B. I think it's like that. Yeah, it is like that. So from the beginning of this little section, we got and when we're going to do that, when we hit that 12 on the B, we're going to slide down and then come back up to the 9th fret, so just like that, because that's when it starts the shreddy part. Like, anyways, so yeah, after you go, you're just going to slide to the 9th fret, and then you're going to instantly change to the high E string, and you're going to go like this. So what that is just 9, 11, 12 on the high E string. And then you're going to go back to 11. But when you hit 11, you're going to do this little hammer and pull off pattern, which is pretty simple. So, and then when we hit 11, you're going to hammer onto 12 and pull off back to 11. So, like that. So from the beginning we have, and then just pull off to 12. Pull off to 9. So, just like that. Pretty easy. So, and then you're going to hit 12 on the B, and you're going to hit 11 on the G, 11 on the high E. So 12 on the B, 11 on the high E, back to 12 on the B, like that. So from the beginning we have, and after you hit the 12 on the B, you're going to hit 9 on the high E, hammer on to 11, and pull off back to 9. So, and then you're going to hit 12 on the B and hit 9 on the high E, like that. It's pretty easy. So from the beginning we have, and then we're going to do this. So after we hit that last 9 on the high E, we're going to hit 10 on the B string, and we're going to hammer on to 12, like that. So from the beginning we have, and when we hammer on to 12, we're just going to hit 9 on the high E again, and then we're going to hit 12 on the B again. So we have, and then we're going to start this little hammer and pull off pattern. It's pretty simple. So after we hit that 12 on the B, so just follow along. See, we hit that last 12 on the B. We're going to hit 10 on the B string, hammer back on the 12, and pull off back to 10. Like that, so. And then pull off to 9, so. I'm going to play the whole thing again. I'm going to play it to normal speed so I can remember what to do. Yeah, okay, so I just taught you this. And then after you pull off, after you pull off to that 9, you're going to hit 12 on the G. And then you're going to hit 9 on the B. Hammer on to 10 and pull back off to 9 on the B. So from the very beginning we have and then after that, if this is getting too much, you can just pause it and then practice and practice, and then you can just come back. Anyways, so after you go, you're going to hit 12 on the G again, back to 9 on the B, back to 12 on the G. So like this. So from the beginning we got, I'm not going to go from the very, but just like, and then we're going to do another hammer and pull off pattern like this. We're just going to go, just pretty simple. So after we go, we're going to hit 11 with our ring finger, hammer on to 12, pull off back to 11, and pull off to 9 on the G string, by the way. So sorry, you don't pick it, you just pull off to 9 on the G. And then after you pull off to 9 at the end, you're going to hit 11 on the G and do another hammer and pull off pattern. So after you go, hit that 11 on the G, and then you're going to hit 9 on the G, hammer on to 11, pull off to 9, and slide to 8 on the G. So and then that's when you hit 9 on the G that last time. So I'll just play the whole thing that we have slowly from the beginning. And then you're going to hit 9 on the G, and then you're going to hit 8 on the G, and that's when you're going to start this pattern. So anyways, yeah, so we got and after you hit that last 8 on the G, you're going to hit 8 on the G again, but you're going to, when you hit it that second time, you're going to hammer on to 9 and then hammer on to 11 in one go. So like this, 8, 9, 11, just pretty fast, but we'll do it slow for learnings, so, and then you're going to move to the B string, and you're going to hit 9 on the B string, hammer on to 10, and then hit 12 on the B. So 9, 10, 11, 9, 10, 12, and just all in one hammer on pattern, just so from the beginning we got, so from the beginning of this section we got and then we're going to hit 9 on the high E, but instead of going like, we're just going to hit 9 on the high E, and we're going to hit 12 So have your ring finger on 12 of the high E and your middle finger on 11 of the high E. So when we hit that 9 on the high E, we're going to hit 12 on the high E and pull off. So we're going to hit 12, pull off to 11, and pull off to 9 in one go. Just like that. So from the beginning we got. And then after that we have this pattern that goes like, which is pretty easy. So after we pull off to that 9 on the high E, we're going to hit 12 and bend upwards. And when we release, we're just going to hit 12 on the high E to 11, back to 12, back to 11. So we're going to do that twice. So just like that. But when we repeat it, we're going to want to give a little bit of space. So like a little bit of space, then again. So for the beginning we have. And after we hit 11 that second time, 11 on the high E that second time, we're going to hit 12 on the B string and 11 on the G string. So just like that. So if I'm going to play the whole thing that we have from the beginning slowly. Sorry, hold on, my nose is itchy. Okay. Pretty simple. Now I'm going to play it fast. Add some vibrato there. Anyways, after you hit that 11 on the G, you're going to hit 12 on the B again. And then you're going to hit 16 on the B. You don't really slide. You don't slide like that, but you can. I kind of do it because I think it sounds better. So, you know, I kind of do that sometimes. But in the studio recording, he goes, you know, no slide. And then after we hit that 16 on the B, we bend up with a little bit of vibrato. And that's where the studio version ends. So now you've just learned the whole solo, and I guess I'll play it if you like. I'm gonna keep teaching the rest that I played at the beginning. So if you want to stay for that, I'm gonna keep doing it. But first, I'm gonna play the whole studio version really slowly. So, and if you don't want to do that, you can just skip ahead a couple seconds, I guess. So, anyways, yeah, slow. All right, there. So yeah. Anyways, so now for the version that I like to play, and Slash does live too sometimes. So after we go, we're gonna keep bending like 2 more times. So yeah, we go. And that's 3, and after we do that third one, we're gonna go it again. So we're gonna do 4 bends in total. But we're gonna do like 1 space, then 2, then more space, and then the 4th one. So for we have And then after we do that fourth one, we're not going to do it as much. We're going to go like, just so, yeah. After we do the fourth one, we're going to go to the 19th fret of the B and bend twice. And then go back to the 16th fret. Bend twice. And then just pick the 16th fret with some vibrato. So from the beginning we got, crap. I'll play that really slow. Yeah, anyways, after we hit that 60 on the B, we're going to hit 60 on the again. And then we're going to go 14 on the B, back to 16. So, like that. So from the beginning we go. And then we're going to go. So if you go like, that's when we do a bend on the 17th fret of the high E string. And then we do two fast ones. So one big one and two fast ones. And then one more. So after that fourth one, we're going to just hit 17. So let me start from the beginning to remember how to do it. Crap, I have to start from the beginning, I'm sorry. So yeah, we're just gonna go one bend and then two fast ones. And that's it. And then after those two fast ones, we're just gonna hit 17 on the high E, then 16, back to 17. So like that. And then we're gonna go back to 16, but when we hit the 16th fret, we're gonna bend up. And then hit 16, release and hit it. Just like that. So from the beginning we got and then we're gonna hit 17 on the B to 16 on the G, back to 17 on the B. It's like this. And after we hit that 17 on the B, we're gonna hit 17 on the B again, but bend upwards. And then hit 17 on the B again when we release. So like this. Pretty simple, sounds pretty fucking nice. That's like one of my favorite parts of this like little outro solo part. So I'm gonna do it from the beginning. And after we end that part on that 17 of the B, we're gonna hit 16 on the G again. And then we're gonna do a couple bends on the 11th fret of the G. Upwards, so 3 up bends, pretty fast. You don't really release too much, so. And then we do release on the third one, and we go like, which is a quick bend and release, so. And then we hit 9 on the G. So let me play from the beginning to remember the rule. Yeah, so it's actually 4 in a row. but on the fourth one we go, and then we're gonna go from 11 on the D, 11 on the D to 9 on the D, back to 11 on the D, and then we're gonna hit 9 on the G twice. So 11, 9, 11. Although I would have the D and A string muted, you know, because that's just kind of how Slash plays his solos a lot sometimes. But I just don't want to really mute it that much because I know you can't really hear it since I don't have distortion on or anything. So, and then we're gonna go back to 9, 11 on the D to 9 on the G. I mean 9 on the D. Sorry. So, and then 11, 10, 9 on the A. And then when we hit that 9 on the A, we're gonna bend it. So we're gonna hit it again, but bend and release. And then hit 7 and then 9 on the A. So like this. And then eventually we would have already caught up with the end of the song and go, you know, I taught that part in the last video. I hope you stayed for that long or to notice that. So I'm not going to really teach you that. But anyways, yep, there it is. That's the solo. This is probably one of my longest videos, so it's going to take forever to upload, but whatever. Anyways, it's a pretty fucking good solo in my opinion. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. I'm gonna do fucking Night Train now. I want to learn that song and then teach it. So yeah, bye bye.